Love it. I love it. Welcome to the pre-show.
Pre-show.
Yeah, dog.
My preview app is being funky right now, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna get these notes open so that we can have the show.
Yeah, dude. I took out one of my old notebooks and started writing notes in it for section 2, and I came across some notes from 3 years ago about the time that we started making that 3-year plan.
Nice. 30 by 30.
30 by 30, 40 by 40. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
It's all a part of it. So I just think it's neat that I'm seeing like old branding ideas and like old meetings with friends and just, man.
Where did you find that notebook was with your expert secrets, or you just found you knew the expert secrets notes were in there?
So I put the expert secrets notes in this one this week because last week I had a bigger book.
Okay.
So when I very first started like writing in books and stuff, it was when I was working with Dan a bunch, and he writes a lot. So he inspired me to get like Moleskines or whatever. Moleskine, if you
that's
you know
what this is.
Exactly, dude. I recommend like piggybacking on what Darian brought up a few weeks ago to me when he was like taking notes about taking better notes for himself. He was like, writing it down versus typing it kind of solidifies it more. So that was something that Dan, and I practiced a while ago because I just didn't feel like typing things up anyway. But also, I mean, the idea book, at first I was like, okay, I'm just going to write these, certain ideas in this book. Yeah, dude. And then he convinced me, he was like, dude, don't restrict yourself when you're writing because it makes it more difficult. So like if you have an idea, don't say, oh, I'm not going to write that idea down because it's not specific to this book. But if you're prolific, I mean, yeah, sure, you can have different books for different ideas. But anyway, that's what inspired me to start, writing in books. And I've written in a bunch of different books over time, and I just keep them. So I was just looking on my shelf, and this one had open pages. Okay. And I was like, okay, I'll just write it in this one since it's smaller. And yeah, that's why I brought it today.
That's what's up.
Yeah, dude. So it's nice to like revisit some of those old goals and like see some of them actually have happened. And I did, I wasn't paying attention to it, but it happened, like over time. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you wrote it down. Mm-hmm. And
it manifested itself later.
Exactly.
I didn't even plan for that to happen. I mean, I tried, but you write it down, you get it done. So.
Yeah, I mean, writing it down solidifies it in the universe, in your mind. Mm-hmm. Like it sets the intention for you to go ahead and do that thing. And whether or not you come back to those notes, you may or may not realize that you set the intention to work on that goal. So now you're working towards it.
Exactly. So I would definitely encourage you, if you're having trouble like figuring out how to like solidify your ideas or do day-to-day stuff, if you don't write your notes down now, I would highly suggest it. And Moleskines are pretty affordable these days too. I mean, if you go on any, like, you can go to the Moleskine website, you can go to Amazon, wherever you shop for things these days, and even some bookstores. I mean, support your local bookstore if you can. But yeah, definitely recommend a Moleskine. This one's a gridded paged one. There's various forms of it. There's the normal, I guess college ruled. There's like just regular plain sheets too, just like blank Moleskine, so you can draw in it and stuff like that. But the gridded ones are my favorites.
Mine has the lines. Mine is just like the ruled.
Yeah. Nice. And the gridded one is so great because like I love separating my things by date and like giving myself a margin on the side. But I mean, I change it up over time, and for the notes I just wrote it all down, and it helped to have those squares. So
word up.
It's pretty tight, man. Yeah. A little notes.
So we're gonna take a little break.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back.
For sure.